Companies say they want passionate people and value work-life balance. But can you really have both? Nobody talks about it openly, but it has serious consequences for your career. Today I'm going to show you the gap between what companies say their culture is and how they actually operate. By the end of this video, you will understand why work-life balance is often empty talk, why bigger organizations twist themselves into pretzels, trying to be everything to everyone, and most importantly, what it means for your career. My name is Jafar, and this is the HR Diary. Let's start from square one. Every tribe over time creates its own vernacular. Teams have inside jokes, industries have jargon, companies drown in abbreviations. On many occasions, people say one thing and mean something entirely different. Tongue-in-cheek, but often a great learning opportunity spells extra work, no reward. We're committed to growth means we need more output from the same headcount. And finally, my favorite, thank you for the feedback translates to F you too, I'll tolerate this because I have to. But there is one word that causes more career confusion than all the rest combined. That word is passion. It's got such a high mileage that it lost its meaning. It's part of the organizational zeitgeist. Today, when people say I am passionate about my work, at best they mean I am enthusiastic about it, not I love it and I'm willing to go through thick and thin to get it done. We forgot that passion in its Latin roots means suffering and enduring. The Germans kept this honest. Their word for passion is Leidenschaft, where Leiden literally means suffering. So now we have companies sticking passion into their mission statements, recruiters asking what are you passionate about in the interviews. Everyone seems to be performing passion on a big corporate stage like a Shakespearean drama, half the time not understanding the lines they're delivering. Let me show you how exactly this plays out in who gets promoted. And by the way, if you're getting value from this, tap the like button. It tells the algorithmic gods of YouTube to show this to people who need to hear this. Thank you. Okay. To explain how this impacts the promotions, let's have a look at startups, how they grow into bigger organizations, and how work-life balance enters the stage. I know, it's a lot, but bear with me. Let's talk startups. These are the real passion gold mines. Entrepreneurs who take the biggest risk to found a business surround themselves with similarly passionate first hires. Everyone has skin in the game. It's all intense enthusiasm paired with willingness to suffer. People pull late nights, weekend work, they're always available. That level of commitment brings moonshot projects over the finish line, and people know what they're signing up for from day one. It's easier to shape the company culture at this stage. But as companies scale, they become embedded in communities. Corporate social responsibility, the CSR, becomes heavier, more pronounced. To scale the workforce past thousands, they can no longer select for that specific marker that vastly contributed to success in the first place. The ranks fill with people in different seasons of life with different life priorities. The companies adapt. They still want passionate workforce, but need to cater for a more diversified population. And hence, enter the stage, the work-life balance. This topic deserves a separate deep dive, but for the sake of the conversation here, let's just speedrun it. Many of us who are privileged to work in knowledge-based industries are doing ourselves disservice by framing this conversation as a dichotomy. Light and dark, good and evil, work and life. Do you see what I mean? We spend majority of our waking hours surrounded by our colleagues, doing the work, commuting back and forth. So creating this kind of a mental mode, separating life from work, doesn't help. Work is part of life. So now we have work-life balance and passion. And my claim is that those two can't coexist. And what happens? The stated culture diverges from the operative culture. Now comes the most important part, career building. Here's the first thing that nobody wants to spell out for you. Hours don't have direct impact on promotions, but there is a strong correlation. Hours don't get you promoted by themselves, easy, but they enable everything that does. Compressing learning curves, delivering more output, and being visible when opportunities arrive. Look at the high flyers in big organizations. Let's get practical. If someone changes roles internally every 2 to 3 years, there is no honeymoon period. Think what is the weekly hour commitment to pull that off, to compress years of learning into 2 years of tenure. And if they want to be considered for another promotion, they still need to outperform. This is the gap I'm talking about. The stated culture says one thing, companies value work-life balance. The promotion patterns for the fast track reveal another. And let's clarify. People who aren't passionate, and I mean passionate, not vanilla passionate, still get promoted. But they won't compete for the highest positions. There is a ceiling. Companies maintain the cultural facade in public. There are beautiful slide decks, there are theatrical gestures, everyone is nodding along and clapping. And you know what? Those rituals also have their place. But you need to peek behind the curtain to see what goes on behind the scenes. When a corporate organization puts passion into their mission statement, they keep the original meaning. Companies want you to feel that fire in your heart. The work-life balance, it's not an afterthought though. It's an adaptive function to the scaling needs. With the scale comes heavier CSR and labor law adherence. This little game tests our intelligence by exercising the ability to hold two opposed ideas in the mind at the same time. Now, here's what I want you to take away from this video. The passionate grind is not for everyone, and that is completely fine. You might be in a season of life where going all in doesn't make sense. Maybe you have young kids, maybe you're caring for aging parents, maybe you just don't want to structure your life that way. All is legitimate, but you need to know what game you're actually playing. Half of you are probably thinking that I am validating hustle culture and romanticizing overwork. The other half thinks that I am criticizing corporate. I am doing neither. I am explaining the gap between the stated and operative culture and the unwritten rules that have impact on your career growth. I want you to pay attention to promotion patterns, not only culture statements. Watch who gets tapped for high visibility project. Notice who gets invited into strategic conversations. Understand their work patterns, not their LinkedIn posts about work-life balance. And most importantly, decide which game you want to play. There is no moral high ground here. Going all in comes at a cost, but so does staying at 9 to 5 or any other version of work-life balance. Know which one you're choosing and what the likely outcomes are. If you like this video, check out my video explaining why high performers leave. It's linked up there. And again, if you found this valuable, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel. It tells the algorithmic gods of YouTube to show this to people who need to hear this. Stay curious. HR out.